What up, y'all? For some reason, my fucking light went out. So, we have to deal with this shit. But I thought I'd give y'all a review before I go ahead and light up. I'm about to get baked, stoned. Always gotta have that loud pack on deck. Nah, it's not loud. This shit smell like some strawberry type shit. It just came out the plant as you see, but that's that. I'm just gonna roll this tonight, though, a small little nug. You dig? But let's get into a little King Louie Drilluminati 3 Gotta Drill mixtape review. I don't know what to say about this shit, man. Like, people said that listened to it a couple times, it went hard. Pause that. Sorry it didn't, bro. Eight. It's like put like this. I like half of it. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like 16 tracks. I like 8 of them shits. The first half was cool. The second half, I couldn't fuck with it, man. Anyway, features, you got Fetty Wap, KD, Dreezy, Party Next Door, Jesse Reyes, and I think that's about it. But I thought it would be like, you know, more features as far as, you know, maybe a little Dirk. Guess not. Saying it had beef, so don't sit there and say that. I already know that. But it starts off with Rose Flow 3. This is one of the better ones, you know what I mean? Maybe I took it wrong, but the little J diss where it's like, oh, niggas flexing on Instagram or the internet but can't post bond. I look at that as maybe talking about Lil J, but that song was crazy. I like the flow. You know what I mean? The lyrics and shit, it all matched well good together. Number 2, Johnny Tapia. I like the little bad boy skit in there. You know, that was, I'm like, all right, Johnny Tapia, where's he going with this? You know, and I look at it and I listen to it, it's like, it's cool, you know what I mean? The beat, his flow and the content, it was cool. I like the hook. Then it gets to number 3, Take Him to Church. Kind of got that dark, like, beat. You know, I like the flow, the content. His ad-libs is getting, like, a little better and shit like that. And the hook, it was cool. You know what I mean? Throw Your Sets Up was garbage. I'm sorry I didn't fuck with it. I felt like he should have had that Weed song on there that I fuck with. That would have been better. Number 5, City God featuring Fetty Wap and KD. The beat and the hook was dope as hell. I mean, it wasn't a bad song. I fuck with it. It's cool, but definitely that production was on point. We get into Tony Flow where it got a little weird, where I'm like, He using the flow he used on BON off the Tony mixtape and the flow. The lyric wise, it was cool, but I'm like, why? And he says freestyle. He said that shit on a lot of these joints, and I'm like, nigga, if it's a freestyle, why the fuck would you call this project Drilluminati 3? You should have called it some other shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he should have called this shit, you know how we had the Soprano EP? He should have called it the Soprano mixtape, like the full project, because I wasn't expecting this for Drilluminati 3. I'm sorry, it just wasn't what I thought it would be. A lot of people speculate that's because of Drake, his music has went downhill, but I read a lot of comments, and if he don't pop off after this project, he ain't gonna never pop off. You know what I'm saying? He'll forever be a mixtape rapper. But moving on, Live It Up featuring Dreezy, I give it 3 checks. She killed that nigga on her own, on his own song. The beat was crazy. I love that sample. You know, I like his flow was cool. She just killed it. Sorry, Dreezy murdered this nigga on this shit. So that's what really got me over to like the record. I thought the hook was whatever. You know what I mean? Speaking of whatever, number 8, called Or Whatever. It was a good song. You know, the beat was dope. I like the background sample. The flow was cool, and the content-wise, you know, very violent. This whole mixtape was, like, very violent, you know what I'm saying? Of course, all drill music is, but for some reason, maybe I was stoned, but, like, damn, this nigga talks some violent-ass shit. But it is what it is. Now we get into the rest of the project where I didn't like shit. You know what I'm saying? Number 9, Where I Come From, I didn't like it. The beat was cool and the sample. Other than that, that was it. Click Up featuring Party Next Door, I didn't fuck with it. Like Louie, I fuck with that record though, you know what I'm saying? The beat was, I fuck with the beat. His flow was kind of lazy. The melody was weird as shit, but the lyrics was decent, you know what I mean? My World featuring Jesse Reyes. Literally, I'm listening to this shit like, what the fuck was that? Nah. In my Sosa voice, because I'm like, this shit is bullshit. What the fuck was that, boy? Like, hell no. 13 Ballin', nope. DX14, nope. Smoke Break, hell fucking no. I didn't even want to smoke to that shit. And Tony Goes to the bonus track, could have left that motherfucker off and put, you know, in love with Canada or some shit on there. But overall, man, this shit was not what I thought it would be. I waited on this shit. If you've been following my reviews on King Louie since he did Drilluminati 2, Tony, Soprano EP, which was but this shit, you know, I listened to this shit since the day I found out it dropped, which was the other day, up till now. I've probably heard this shit 7 times and still feel the same way. I give it a 5.5 out of 10. I like 8 out of 16 records. Production, some of it was good, but honestly, a lot of it just, it really wasn't. You know what I'm saying? So, production was fair. I give it a 7, but I didn't like this project at all. I don't understand it. This shit should have been a prelude to Drilluminati 3, but if that's how he wanted to go out, maybe because he feel like his fame is so where is that he can put out anything. A lot of this shit was bullshit. Y'all talked about Sosa not making good mixtapes with Almighty Soul, you know what I'm saying, Back from the Dead 2 and all that shit. Y'all can't call this no fucking classic because Tony shits on all this. You can listen to Tony all the way through. Drilluminati 2 all the way through. Even the first Illuminati was cool because I would have preferred him to do that where he sampled different type beats, you know, from different producers the way he did. It had a different sound, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, this wasn't it, bro. If these are the batch of songs you decide to put on Drilluminati 3, I'm sorry, you picked a bad batch of songs. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand that shit. But that's my personal opinion. I'm still a King Louie fan. This just wasn't it for me, man. I feel like it wasn't it. Sorry. Y'all can get mad at me if you want. I'm not hating. I'm just saying I waited too long. The anticipation for this motherfucker, for me, was through the roof. I couldn't wait for this shit to drop. Because it's just like, you look at the songs he was dropping, and I was like, yeah, bro, he gon' deliver. Sorry, Louie, you didn't deliver. Now, I'm a nobody on a YouTube channel. Who cares? But at the end of the day, I can't be biased. I like Louie. Don't get me fucked up. I think his music is ill. You know, he one of the better drill rappers that I do like, but that wasn't it. You feel what I'm saying? So, honestly, keeping it real, Sosa's last mixtape was better than that. You know, and that wasn't even all that ill, but I give it to Sosa on that one. I haven't heard Fredo shit yet. That's up next. I mean, all of them kind of do a hit and miss. All of them, like Dirt, to me, Signed to the Streets 2 wasn't all that. SD with Life of a Savage 4 was not it. King Louie, this not it for you. Sosa, we already know him. Fredo Santana, before, you know, he released a couple projects, Ball Out, all them other niggas in, you know, the drill movement. It is what it is. I mean, Lil Bibby, dope. Lil Herb put out a dope project. So, I mean, King Louie, don't be mad. Like, you know, not all your fans, you know what I mean, go fuck with this shit. You know, I've seen hate and love for the project, but I just feel like for me, it wasn't it. Because I had so much anticipation for this shit, and I feel he definitely, like, it was lazy. It just was lazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, the freestyle approach to a lot of these songs, the melodies that he was choosing, you know, some of the production, it just, I ain't really it's like he didn't want to fucking put the project out, but he wanted to put something out. You don't do shit like that. I would have rather him put out a Jackin' for Beats type mixtape where he jacked a lot of niggas beats from Chirac and just rapped over them. I would have liked that over that, but I don't know. Whoever was in his corner on his team should have told him, like, the people are really waiting on Drill 3. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, if I was on his team, I would have been like, bro, this ain't it. You know what I'm saying? Go back in the lab, push it back at least a week or two. Let's get this shit right. Or if he had a batch of songs, put the batch of songs better together. But this just wasn't it. Sorry if this video was too long, but it is what it is. So I'm about to go smoke, and I'll holler at y'all later, man. One.